Hello, everyone. It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome you to the third annual Symposium of the Program for Music, Mind, and Society at Vanderbilt. We have a fantastic plan of events for you today. To start off, I want you to imagine that you or your loved one has one of the following: autism, post-traumatic stress disorder, Alzheimer's, schizophrenia, Williams syndrome, speech and language disorders, hearing loss, Parkinson's disease, or maybe you've undergone surgery or are staying in the intensive care unit. So one thing that all of these conditions have in common is that they are being studied with cutting-edge research methods at Vanderbilt, and that's been true for some time now. What else do they have in common? Well, it's what sparked your interest in this event. It defines us as Nashville residents, and it brings millions of visitors per year to our fair city. By now, you've guessed it, it is music. All of these conditions could potentially be helped by music. Music listening, learning an instrument, dancing, parents making music with their children, and of course, singing. So our mission in the Program for Music, Mind, and Society is to discover how and why music affects us, and to discover new ways that music can improve our daily lives. Now, for most of us, song is a non-negotiable part of our daily lives. So stop and think for a moment. If you could get through a day or a week without singing, I know I couldn't. There is so much exciting research happening on singing at Vanderbilt that this year we are thrilled to focus our annual symposium on the science of song. This is a topic that is really near and dear to my heart. So long before I became a neuroscientist, I was a singer, and I became interested in how singing is processed in the brain, and that led me to graduate school. Fast forward a decade and a half, and now dozens of students assisting with Music, Mind, and Society research on campus have a music background and a passion for combining their interests in science and music. So I think that today we should coin a new term, musician-scientist. What can we musician-scientists create together that is greater than the sum of its parts? Well, a few years ago, when I was a postdoc at Vanderbilt, there was this idea that just wouldn't go away. Many folks on campus and in the community we're becoming more and more interested in why and how music affects our minds, bodies, brain, and society. So this idea that just wouldn't go away was to make Music City a magnet for music research. So we nurtured this idea with significant investments from the Department of Otolaryngology, the Vanderbilt Kennedy Center, the Vanderbilt Brain Institute, and then joining forces with the Curb Center, Engineering, and Blair, we were awarded a Chancellor's Initiative Trans-Institutional Program grant. We now have involvement from 15 and counting Vanderbilt departments and 8 centers, and the vision is simple: to become a world leader in the discovery of how and why music works. So just over a year ago, I stood at this podium at our annual symposium, and I marveled at the diversity of music-related research projects happening all over Vanderbilt. You'll hear about them today, and you can learn more about them at our brand new website, and you can also learn about our program's multitude of past and future events. Enthusiasm for our program has been spreading across campus like an uncontainable surge of energy. The hardest part of planning this year's symposium was trying to cram all the amazing content into just 6 hours. Today's program is packed, and we are going to stay on time to fit it all in. We are extremely grateful to our presenters, performers, and sponsors for making today's event possible. We are so excited to have Dr. Isabel Peretz here to give the keynote. She has been a formidable presence in the music research field. We have a terrific musical lineup to make the science of song come alive, and we are funded by a trans-institutional program grant from the Chancellor's Initiative and investments from the Bill Wilkerson Center and the Department of Otolaryngology under Chairman Ron Evey's enthusiastic leadership. Our heartfelt thanks goes to the Vanderbilt Brain Institute for sponsoring the keynote lecture, with many thanks to Director Ron Emison and Dean Mark Wallace for making this sponsorship possible, the Vanderbilt Kennedy Center with leadership and steadfast support from Dr. Elizabeth Dykins, the Curb Center and Director Dr. Jay Clayton for generously co-sponsoring the reception. A brand new nonprofit called the American Foundation for Music and Science is sponsoring our Songwriters Round, Yazoo Brewing Company for providing beer at the reception, and of course, the Blair School of Music for hosting us in this incredibly inspiring venue, with special thanks to Deans Mark Waite, Melissa Rose, and Pam Schneller for their support. I really want to emphasize my gratitude to the senior leadership of the Music, Mind, and Society Steering Committee. Our program chair, Sarah Beck, has put phenomenal thought and planning into the day's program. Our symposium manager, Laura McLeod of the Kennedy Center, has outdone herself as usual, and a shout out to the students and staff in my lab for pitching in and helping get the word out. So I look forward to meeting many new faces today. So if you'd like to become more involved with Music, Mind, and Society, please come find me during the poster session. And we will be live tweeting from @MusicMindHealth all day. Use our conference hashtag in your tweets, please. We are thrilled and honored to have our dynamic mayor of Music City, USA here with us today. Her leadership in her first year of office has already shown a strong commitment to innovation, industry, and the arts. Please join me in welcoming Nashville Mayor Megan Barry.